Hello, there, everybody that's been tuned in to Five Topics. You're here with Rasta. And as y'all can see, today we got a serious matter that we want to talk about. This is the first time I've ever had anybody on the show, as a guest, and this is the first time I ever had anybody on the show where I'm speaking about real life events that's going on in our neighborhood and in our community. First off, if you are new to the live, I want to welcome you. Thank you for tuning in. This is Rasta Rad, Five Topics with Rad, and on this show today, we have a very heart-wrenching topic that we want to speak on today, and it's happening in everywhere in our communities. It's happening right where we sleep. You just never know. And what I want to talk about is bullying. The bullying that's been going around in schools, the bullying that's been going around in jobs, the bullying that's been going around in the neighborhoods, just everywhere. And today I have a guest on the show whose daughter was in an alleged bullying crisis at her high school, at Groesbeck High School. I have CARLENE Henderson today. How you doing, CARLENE?
I'm trying to be all right.
Well, I have literally, been seeing all the news and all the gossip and all the shares and all the comments and all the things that everybody has been saying about this case. And I just want to say, my heart goes out to you, and my heart goes out to your child. I can't, imagine what you guys are going through and what she's going through, dealing with this and having to see it all over social media. And first off, I just want you to, tell us a little bit about yourself and how we all got to where we are today.
I don't really feel like I need to tell about myself. It's really not about me. It's about my kid. And from my understanding, she was added to a Snapchat group chat because she said that the Groesbeck High School varsity football team sucked, and she did not lie. They were mad about the game that they lost on Friday, I believe, to Mahel Black Cats. And she spoke her opinion. She had every right to say what she said. It's called freedom of speech.
Right.
I don't care who started what. I don't care about them going back and forth, cussing each other out and talking about each other's parents. And I don't care nothing about none of that. That's irrelevant.
Right.
The part that I'm concerned with is her being called niggers repeatedly, her being called a coon. That's some old school shit.
Right.
That shit comes from the old school men of the Klan and all of that. There ain't nobody saying coon.
Right.
Then they talking about she's fat, she's ugly, she looked like a 90s actor. Not knowing that the 90s was popping.
Right.
Those actors and those black women in the 90s were the shit.
Right.
Then you went so far as to say that you had a tree to hang her up in. You were out of line for that. And I will never get over that, and I will never accept that because that's bullshit.
Well, see, I don't mean to cut you off right there, CARLENE, because, I've been reading some of the, shares that's been online and some of the shares that's been, when people have been sharing the video, because I have seen the video personally, and some of those things that those guys were saying on that live, like I can't. I mean, it was just disgusting. It was bad, but allegedly they're saying that your daughter was the one who started the whole shindig. They were saying that she called somebody's parents the KKK. They were saying that she was the one that was, targeting them first. I mean, what can you tell us about what your daughter said that started all of this?
It started because she said the team sucked. They added her to that group chat, removed her, added her back. It's like they were intentionally fucking with my kid. And after all of that took place, she then went posted things about them after the fact. That don't excuse him saying he's going to hang her from a tree. I don't give a fuck how y'all look at it. And y'all not gonna paint my kid out to be a bad person based off of who her mother is.
And see, that's another thing I want to get to, because when things like this happen in the community, people tend to judge who the person is either kin to, related to, or anything of that nature. And a lot of people are saying, well, her mother is this, her mother is that, they family do this, they family is doing that. How do you feel about people judging you based off of this situation, off of your past?
I feel like it's fucked up, but I mean, I can't control what ignorant motherfuckers say, because at the end of the day, like I've been saying for days, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. It's called freedom of speech.
Well, so I'm okay. I don't mean to cut you off, because we need to get back on topic. A lot of people are saying that there was a terroristic threat. Could you?
That does not have anything to do with me. That was more of a statement that a student made. Okay. And the text said, "Don't come to school on Monday. Essence's parents are going to shoot the school." Did Essence's parent tell you that they were going to shoot the school? Where did you get that information from?
So is that why most of the kids didn't show up to class Monday?
I really feel like nobody was trying to go to school on Monday because that video had already done circulated over social media.
But I mean, Groesbeck High School, they did, follow up with the kid that was doing most of the, renting, and they did say that they gave him the maximum disciplinary action. I mean, how do you feel about, there's some justice, I mean, he did get the maximum disciplinary action. I mean, I know it doesn't take back what he said about your daughter being hanged from a tree and all of those, derogatory comments. But, I mean, at least some kind of action was taken. I mean, how do you feel about that kind of punishment? Do you think that was fair? Do you think that was enough? I mean, I just want to hear your frustrations on it, or your opinion. For a crime, they do tend to, do the organized crime. It's basically like they're saying, if y'all all in the car and y'all get stopped by the police, somebody finds, the dope on you or whatever the case may be, y'all all gonna get charged for it if don't nobody, fesses up to it. So it's kind of one of those situations. And I mean, I really agree. I mean, I feel like everybody that was involved, or anybody that played a part in the situation, I feel like they should, get some kind of consequences. Maybe, suspension, or, suspended off the team. I mean, I'm no judge. I'm no coach. I'm no counselor. This is just 5 topics. I'm just giving, my opinion, and I'm letting, Miss CARLENE come on the show, and I'm letting her use my platform to tell her story and the things that's been going on as far as this whole bullying situation. Now, I also want to ask, how do you feel about the city of Groesbeck coming together and advocating for you in this time of this crisis? Because I've been reading a lot of heartfelt posts. A lot of people been really speaking their mind, saying how they feel about certain situations. A lot of people been speaking their mind on past situations. Some parents have, also dealt with bullying in the past. But a lot of people are seeming to be coming together for you and your daughter. How does that make you feel as a person to know that there are people out there that care about what's going on?
I love them and I appreciate them for it because really, I really feel like if this hadn't got out there and we just let it go unnoticed, like nobody would have ever known what was going on. And the way that people are talking, like it's sad that it had to be my daughter to go through this for everybody to start coming out and talking about how Groesbeck has been for years. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that everybody is getting what they've been wanting to get off of their chest, off of their chest now. And I'm not letting up. So,
and I understand. Like I say, I feel like bullying, guys, it's got to stop. If these kids are coming home telling you, hey, there's a kid at school that's, been bothering me, I just feel like, parents out there, because I'm not a parent, but I'm speaking to parents out there, like, if your kid is coming home telling you, hey, I got a situation going on at school, I think y'all need to really, listen to what's going on, take some time from your busy day, and listen to what's going on, because you never know. We as adults, have busy lives too, and we go through things that can seem to have us very overwhelmed at times. But when we have things going on with these kids, we have to be there for them. We have to be the voice for them. Their minds aren't developed yet to know what's really going on and what decisions are at stake right now. So we have to be there for our kids.
I got a question I want to ask the people.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is mainly directed to all the people that have something negative to say, that's pointing fingers and trying to just shift the blame. I'm trying to figure out, like, if my daughter was white and this varsity football team were all black and all these black boys were added this white girl into a group chat and was sitting here saying all this shit about her, how would y'all feel then? Would it be, oh, she started it first? Like how would that situation go? I'm just trying to make it make sense.
So it's obviously a racial, issue, but do you think the tables would have been turned if things would have been handled a different situation, if it was, like you said, if the roles were switched? You think
most definitely the football team, the all black football team, would have been processed and booked that night, and the little girl would have gotten she would have been protected, and she would have been it would have been a totally different story. The police wouldn't have been steady running to her parents' house trying to get her to say something that's not true. It wouldn't have been none of that. Like it wouldn't have went that way at all.
I mean, I can honestly say I feel you. Hey, we can only what if situations like that, but I can say that Groesbeck High School, and Groesbeck Police Department, they are working continuously on this situation, and they're trying their hardest to bring some kind of justice to you and your family and you and your daughter.
But you know why?
Why?
That's only because that video started making some noise on social media. Okay. Had that video not been uploaded, and had I just reached out to the superintendent and waited on them to handle it, it wasn't going to go no further than them telling me they'll handle it.
So you thinking you reaching out to and doing your own investigation and your own soul searching is what got this video circulating around and what's gotten a lot of legal people involved. You're saying that you are the reason.
I'm not saying I'm the reason for anything. I'm saying if the video was never uploaded, they wouldn't be trying to right this wrong. That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't have been expelled. He wouldn't have lost no job. It always ends in, we'll talk to him. We'll talk to him. We'll talk to her. My daughter just had an issue with some girls at the high school not too long ago, picking on her. Same thing. They getting into it back and forth on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. They go to school. They making slick comments to her. I called the school about it. We'll talk to him. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear no we'll talk. I don't want to hear that.
Well, I mean, I understand that everything that you're going through right now. I understand your frustration because the video, like I said, if guys, if you haven't seen the video, I would advise you not to watch it because it is very disturbing. Some of the things that the guys were saying on the video was very disturbing, and it's very derogatory. And me being from Groesbeck, I am very embarrassed by it because I was not raised like that. I mean, I wasn't. I was not raised like that. I have a lot of friends who are Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a racist person. A lot of my family are not racist. So like, a lot of my friends aren't racist. But it's just, hey, we gotta stop the bullying. We gotta stop the racism. We're living in a day and age where that is that stuff is far behind us now. We have to come together. We have to love one another, and we have to stop all the violence, you guys. Most importantly, we have to stop the bullying. And like I said, parents, get in tune with your kids. Get in tune with their lives and what's going on because you just never know. Carlene, I want to thank you for coming on the show, speaking your truth and letting everybody know what's been going on as far as this whole topic and this whole situation. Is there anything that you want to tell the people out there, or if you want to thank the people, anybody that has been advocating for you and your daughter? I mean, right now is the time to let anybody know what you want to let them know.
I want to let everybody know that I am extremely thankful for y'all standing behind me and my daughter on this little situation. And if y'all have kids and y'all really, really, truly love and care about y'all kids, y'all would protect y'all's kids at all costs. Because at the end of the day, when everybody else fails you and everybody else leaves you, your kid is always going to be there. Like, no matter what. Like, that's your kid. Like, nobody can take care of you, of your kids the way that you can. None of that. Like, those are your kids. And you're supposed to do everything that you have to do to protect them and make sure they are safe. If they can't even be safe at school, like, come on now, like this it's just too much going on, man. And I will forever be a voice for my child. Like, I don't care. I don't care that people keep saying she started it. I don't care about none of this shit. At the end of the day, she was told she would get hanged from a tree. Let me clear that up. Hung from a tree. Because they already think that our color is illiterate and we don't know no better. We don't know right from wrong. But my grandparents raised me, so it's not. It's on me the way that the route that I took. My upbringing don't have nothing to do with the way that I am today or the way that I was in my past. I chose to go that way. Right. So I'm gonna clear that up. But yeah, just protect y'all kids, man. It ain't no need in being quiet. I don't know what a lot of people are scared to open their mouth and talk for. Ain't nobody else scared to open their mouth. They not scared to open their mouth when they writing indictments and putting false charges on a motherfucker. They not scared to walk you in front of the judge and lie on your name and say what you done did and this and that. They not scared. They not scared to talk down against you or talk against you. So why should you be scared to open your mouth to talk the truth, speak the truth? It don't make sense to me. I will forever open my mouth, and ain't nobody gonna make me close it. Nobody.
Well, I just want to say thank you for being a guest, and every voice matters, and I just want to say thank you for being a guest on the show and coming and speaking in regards to your daughter and speaking up for your daughter and advocating for your daughter in hopes that it reaches other people and that they can learn from this bullying and take it serious, because it's happening everywhere. And we just got to do better, guys. I mean, we got to come together. We got to take these kind of matters serious.
And I know y'all expecting a crash out from me, because that's what y'all used to, right? Y'all used to me crashing out and turning up and doing this and doing that, but I don't feel the need to do all of that. When you get older, some shit that used to be what's up is really not what's up no more. It's been comments being made about me on the internet. I don't react to it. I laugh because it's funny. I don't let people put a key in my back for a long time and crank me up. And when the cranking up is over with, I'm sitting in a jail cell. It ain't even worth it. So I'm just gonna let God fight this battle or whatever. Right. I don't got time to be getting into it with nobody, especially somebody that's not even in my tax bracket. Nobody that's not on my level. None of that. I don't have time. I don't have time for it. I'm not going to argue with non-factors. I'm not going to argue with peasants and peons. I'm not going to do it anymore. So say what y'all want to say. Keep speaking down on my name. It just means that obviously I'm doing something right, or obviously y'all mad about something. Like, keep my name at your mouth. If it ain't got nothing to do with the situation at hand that we're going through right now, keep my name out of your mouth. Don't speak down on my child. Don't talk about her because you don't like me. No, none of that. We focusing on what I need to do to protect my child from here on out. That's period, point blank. Everything else is irrelevant.
So, before we get off, I just want to ask one question. So, I did mention earlier that Groesbeck ISD did they did give the kid the maximum disciplinary action. But you as a parent, what do you feel like? Is there anything that you need to do? Do you feel like the situation was handled, or do you feel like you need to take matters into your own hands?
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that, because then, they already...
Well...
Don't say that, because they already lied over talking about I'm going to go shoot the school up. I'm not interested in doing no harm to nobody in no Groesbeck High School. Why the fuck would I go shoot up a school with hundreds of other innocent students? Like, I'm not on that Columbine shit, man. Don't put me like that.
Well, hey, I'm just saying, because it's already terroristic threats going on.
Well, they not coming from me. So, and all of y'all that's hide behind these fake ass pages, y'all are sad. It's about to be 2026. Show your face. Like, what are you hiding behind a fake page for? To say out like that? It's that shit is lame. That's some coward ass shit. Like, you gotta hide behind a fake page to make a fake post. Next, y'all will be downloading text now numbers, texting y'all self, trying to make it look like it's me. Like, it's just all types of weird shit that people do in the world today, and I just can't get with the program. I guess that's why I don't have no friends, because I don't go for no fuck shit. Well, I do got some friends, right?
Yeah, you got a couple.
A handful, yeah, scoop up a teaspoonful of friends. But anyways, yeah, like, I don't do all of that, man. I want to be left alone. I want y'all to keep my name out y'all mouth. I want y'all to focus on what's going on right now, because me getting into it with whoever else about something that don't even matter, don't have nothing to do with my daughter being threatened to be hung from a tree. At the end of the day, that's all. That's what the podcast is about. My kid being threatened to be hung. That's why we're here.
Okay. And like I said, I want to thank you for being a guest on the show. And we're going to keep following this, story as it keeps developing. It will be on the news tonight. Which news channel can we look for?
Channel 25 at 10. I did an interview with them today at 1:30, and they will be airing it tonight.
Okay, so if you guys are still following this story, make sure you tune in to Channel 10 or Channel News 25 tonight at 10 p.m. And it will be airing 10 p.m. Central Time. So make sure you guys be on the lookout for that. This is 5 topics. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and, giving me your time and, giving me your attention. Like I said, we're going to continue to keep following this story. And I want to thank everyone once again for tuning in. And make sure you guys tune into my YouTube, because this will be airing on the YouTube. And also make sure you guys check out Rasta Wing Fling. And we're out.